Good morning everybody and welcome to the second live launch of the week, and of course it's more Christmas. We are just in the Christmas spirit. I think the weather is matching our Christmas spirit today, and I am not here by myself. I'm with the lovely Natalie, and Jess is producing the show, and I believe we've got a dress code today, haven't we?
We do.
Have we confirmed this morning? Or
Green
is the dress code.
Green is the dress code.
Unfortunately, Jess, in doing the producing, did not get the memo.
She is in black though, like always. She's our own little Wednesday Adam, isn't she, Jess?
She is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just living a life in the one colour combination.
Natalie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. Are you enjoying Christmas?
I am enjoying Christmas.
Have we done any dressing up this year?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, does that mean some dressing up is coming?
Who knows?
I feel like we should. Or should we save that? Oh, yeah. You never know.
We'll see.
I'm very good. I'm very excited about today's launch, and Natalie will tell you a bit more about it because she said not to mention it, but she invented this idea. But we'll talk to you more about that later. So let's, before we get into this, shall we run this week's Win It Weekly? So this week you can be in the chance to win our stamping press.
No way.
I know, what an amazing prize.
Is that really the press? That's such a good prize.
$34.99, and we've got 3 lucky winners. So if you haven't got this tool, you will definitely make use of it. It's so easy for all your stamping. It's
awesome.
Perfect. We use this here all the time. It's constant. I think everybody's got one, don't they?
Yeah, everyone's got one. It's our favourite go-to for stamping now, because it just takes away that fear of stamping it with an acrylic block and then you miss out a bit and then you've wasted a piece of paper, and you can do that several times. But with your stamping press, no, you just go back over. Perfect match up. It's awesome.
So if you want to win this, all you have to do is like, share and comment your answer to the following question. How many people took part in the world's largest Santa run? Is it A, 4,983, is it B, 5,277, or is it C, 8,941? I would absolutely love to see.
That's a lot of Santas, isn't it? That is a lot of Santas, no matter which one is correct this week. That's a hell of a lot of people in red running down a street.
I would like to say
so funny.
More, because that's fun.
Yes.
I was once in London with a friend, and we got in the middle of a charity run, and it was a naked run. And we didn't know what was happening at first, because we'd just come out of a shop, and all of a sudden all these people came around the corner and they were all naked. I don't know what sort of run.
Did you just stand there and go, oh my goodness,
yeah,
what is going on with the world?
Now luckily the Santa run, everyone's got clothes on,
yes,
so there's no trouble there.
Everyone is dressed up in their suits. They do a Santa run in Blackpool, you know.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. I think my mum took part in it a couple of years ago. They do it every year. It's called the Santa Dash, and they run along the front in their Santa costumes.
I think we should take part.
Shall we sign up?
Absolutely. Who would like to see us?
We'll 100% regret it, but shall we see?
Yeah.
Let's go see when we come out. Me and Kelly doing a Santa run.
Oh, gosh. So before we go into today's launch, which is the Festive Diorama concept card kit, I would love to know who has received their Blockbuster, because I know we are catching up now on our delivery. I want to know what people's favourite toppers are and just your thoughts, and if you love it as much as we do. So get commenting and let us know. But let's have a look at today's Festive Diorama video with all the cards made from the guys here. So how lovely are these cards? And what's nice about our Christmas concept cards is they're an amazing keepsake.
Yes.
They're so nice to create because you feel like you're just making that extra something special. They're so lovely to receive.
I think it's something that is going to be one of those items that you pull out every single year, and it's like added to your stash. It's more than just a card, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And I think even if it is one that you're not going to put that in the bin.
No.
At all.
No.
You know,
it's absolutely beautiful when it's all made up.
And I'll just show you over here everything that you're going to get. So it's £19.99, and it's not our usual concept card kit, because you get a little bit more. There's more sheets in here.
Yes.
And there's 8 designs, but you can make 2 of them, so you can make 16 concept card
16
kits.
full concept cards with your envelopes included, instructions, acetate that you need. You genuinely only need strip foam pads and red tape here.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. So I'm just going to flick through the sheets for you, but do you want to show
Shall we show
where
it?
you got the idea from?
So I want to say it was last year, not too sure, but it was either last year or the year before last. And I made this one first of all on a little book show, like a Christmas little book show. It looked a little bit different from this because it had 3 or 4 layers of acetate. It was acetate crazy, and then I'd cut all of my pieces and popped them on here. And it was a show that I was on with Big Boss Dan, and he said, "Oh my God, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I absolutely love it." And then it went missing in Dan's office.
Oh yeah.
For like a year, and then last year came along, and we were doing cards with the Christmas Blockbuster, and I made this card with the Christmas Blockbuster because I think you know when you have landscape cards like this one and toppers, these are really fun to make dioramas from because you've got this beautiful shape which sort of like sets it off for you. So we made this one last year, and again Dan said, "Oh my goodness, this is so cool," and it got put in his office. And then a couple of weeks ago, probably about a month ago now, Alan and Dan were in his office, and me and Anne-Marie got called in, and it was like, we want to make this, but we can't make it with all of the layers of acetate that you've put in here, Natalie, because that's a crazy amount of acetate. I was like, okay. So Alan did his amazing magic and created these incredible concept cards,
and
which we have.
What's amazing is we have already done like the hard work, the measuring, sorting out all the decoupage for you. It's all there, and it's not going to take you ages. You're not going to have to really struggle with putting this together.
You're not going to have to fussy cut for hours either.
No, who wants to fussy cut?
No one wants to do that. We don't have to do that with this. It's done.
And so what's great is it's fun and it's dimensional, and the acetate just adds that extra little level of beautifulness. That's a word. So on each sheet you're going to get 2 of the designs. So on this one, I had to write this down because I really like the name. Fun, cold hands, warm heart. Cold hands, warm hearts. I love it. How sweet. So look at those tiny little snowmen. So you can see there that the designers, they've added the little A1, A2, A3, A4, and that's your little guide to just build your decoupage layers up. So it's super easy, and all these are accent foiled as well, so it's super pretty. And when it's in the aperture, it really, really shines the little...
The foiling on it is gorgeous, isn't it? So then you have your fronts.
Yep. And you pop these out, so then your apertures are there, and then you can use these as little writing things that you just put on the back, so you can put your little note on. And you can see there you've got sentiments on each one as well.
3 sentiments on each, which is awesome.
And that's just the back where you start layering up your decoupage, don't you?
What I love about these sheets as well is that it tells you underneath each sort of design how to layer up all of your different elements. So it's super, super handy to make sure you keep all your sheets with you when you're making up these.
Yeah, and it's nice that each one includes that guide as well.
Yeah.
So this one as well, we've got the lovely choir there, and then that gorgeous wintry cottage. How super cozy does that look?
The best iconic imagery.
Oh yeah,
just we've used it on these concept cards, and they work so well as well, whether it's like a gorgeous sort of like landscape scene like that house which we just adore, or whether it's sort of like Santa which we've got coming up. All of them are just work so well with this style of card.
And then here, driving home for Christmas. So you can go more traditional, you can go more modern, and they both look really nice. I think I really like this one.
I love that one.
It looks really good when it's made up. And of course that vintage car with the tree, so pretty. And there's your layers. So once you pop these out, that's your aperture. So when you're building your decoupage up, you're going to be able to see it through there. And then once you've added that snowfall acetate on, it's super special.
But these are just absolutely gorgeous designs. This one has to be probably my favourite sheet of all.
Oh, is
with
it?
The Father Christmases on. We've got the classic Father Christmas there, and then that super cute one that flies through the sky. It's absolutely awesome.
Perfect for children as well, this one, making them with the children.
I think you could absolutely make this with the children. It's really, really easy to do, and when I show you how to make them up, you'll understand exactly what I mean.
Yeah, so I'll just show you before we go to Natalie and she makes us one, just some, so you can see them more, how they're all made up. But look at that incredible
Look at the depth that you've got on there.
And so you can
that
see
is awesome.
The acetate in there, and of course the back is covered for you. There's 3 sentiments, and you can pop one on the back, and you can write in there as well.
16 of these phenomenal scene cards for £19.99.
And of course, if you sign in, £18.99, so that's already £1 off. Or if you're a Diamond member, you get that little bit more. Love that one.
Such gorgeous scenes.
Colours.
Do you know what would work perfectly in here, Kelly? And I'm so sad that I didn't think about it sooner, because we have some.
Yeah.
Christmas lights.
Oh, you could, couldn't you?
Christmas lights would look phenomenal in one of these.
Yes, because you could just like tape
We
them
might have-
down the side,
yeah.
so you wouldn't see them.
We might have to get Anne-Marie to go find them,
Oh, yeah.
because we have them.
What's great about the acetate as well, it just makes your finished card a little bit more sturdy.
Yes,
I mean,
it
it's
does.
fine without it, but then just that, it holds everything together for
The
you.
beauty of these as well is that they fold flat.
Oh, yeah.
So you can just squish
Like
them
this.
flat, and they fit perfectly into your A6 card blank, which you're going to get provided in this kit. So absolutely everything that you need. This one's a little bit different because we've scored it and created little different bits and pieces with them, but they are super, super cute.
So if you just want to have another look at everything that you're going to get, if you just pop over here,
Incredible.
look how much, just for £19.99.
So much.
So 16 cards, amazing. So we'll come to you now and see.
Okay, let
Gonna
me
riffle
show
up.
you how easy these are to put together. So we're going with the Father Christmas, of course, and I'm going to do the classic because I absolutely love it. You get these acetate sheets which are already cut down to size, so absolutely no trimming is necessary to build these up, which I absolutely love. Everything is done. So I'm going to pop out my front from this sheet. So we're going with the red one. I'm going to take out my sentiments as well. So let's just pop those out. All beautifully foiled and die cut. So it's just a case of popping out that piece with ease. So let's move that to one side. We'll take our base layer. You do want to keep this to hand though, because it does have your instructions on there for how to build it up. So I'm just going to pop that up there so we can refer to that. Let's take this out of here. And I'm going to get my layers. So let's go for, I'm going to keep them. I'm just going to take the first 2 out first of all. So that is A1 and A2, which is this little moon up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by just folding these pieces together. So you want to fold them up and then back out, and then you'll see that you've got this really handy coloured guide there that's different. So that is where you need to stick your acetate to for this to work perfectly. So I'm going to start with layering up my back layer, as it says, using double up foam pads, decoupage layers 1A and 1-2 onto the back layer. So I'm just going to use these across here, and it's completely up to you how many foam pads you actually use. The more sort of foam pads you use on the layers, as instructed by Alan, the more sort of decoupage you are going to get in this collection. So, and the more height and depth you're going to get to your incredible designs. So just going to pop that on there now. So that is going to fit on here, and then all you have to do is line this up on the back like so. And then our moon, let's just get our, I'm sure we had some super tiny squares in here the other day. See if we can find those. I may be wrong. Let's just cut some down from our smaller strips. So I'm just going to take this one here. So your moon is then going to fit on the back as well. So popping that onto there, we've got our first layer ready and done. And then it says attach layer 3 directly onto the acetate panel. So we need to pop that on first. So let's get our red liner tape, which is going to be perfect for this project. And we're going to pop our tape on these small panels that have been added in this lighter tone, so you can stick your panels on with ease. Now you want to pop your acetate directly so it sits in line with that edge in there. And then what I like to do is I like to squish this one up and flatten this one down so that I know that this now will fit perfectly onto that edge there. So just lining that up. Oops.
I didn't know that's what the different colour panels are for. That's really handy.
It's super handy, isn't it? Because especially with this, with the dimension, you want that acetate to sit really proud. So being able to have that guide where that's where you need to stick your acetate is the best. So next up, we're going to go with A3. So let's pop that out of our sheet. So I am going a little bit slower with making these up today, just because I want you to be able to see exactly step by step how to sort of make these up. But you can make these up in a matter of minutes. They are super, super handy like that. So all the other layers are going to go on the front panel. So let's stick this piece on now. Again, you just want to add one lot of foam pads onto here. So let's just get our foam on that piece there. I'm just going to trim that down, place another piece of foam on there, and then it's just a case of lining this up now. So popping that onto there, making sure Father Christmas is nice and in line, and that is your second layer. Next up, we are going to pop our front to our base. So again, adding tape onto those tabs on top of your acetate, and I'm also going to add a little bit more onto the side panels just to make sure that that sticks really nicely. So popping that on there, and then again I'm going to go across here and across the panel again. The more you add, the better it's going to be, because it's going to hold really, really nicely.
Yeah.
So taking that off, we are then going to stick our front panel on. So for our front panel, we're just going to mount in and valley fold those tabs the opposite way. And then you just want to line these pieces up together, and they align so perfectly. So that's one side done, and your other side done, just like so. So then you can just stretch out those corners to make sure that you are happy and that you've got the perfect sort of level in that piece. So now for this next layer, which is all the way from 4 to 8. So I'm just going to pop all of those layers out, because we're going to decoupage it all up first of all, and then we're going to stick it on. So 1, 2, 3. You do get full photograph instructions with these as well.
Oh yeah.
So don't worry, you will be able to watch this show back. So if watching videos back helps you more, because every single one is a little bit slightly different, it's always super handy to refer to these back sheets, because they tell you exactly where to stick everything to. So just going in now with the rest of my foam pads, making sure I've got nice coverage on these panels.
Dorothy has already ordered hers this morning.
Well, I'm not surprised. I think lots of people will be adding this into their baskets. It was super popular on the weekend with Kat on Hobby Maker. You'll be able to watch that show back as well on Hobby Maker to see what Kat made with these fantastic pieces, because there's so much you can do with it to transform the way it looks, which we always love with the concept card here at Hunky Dory.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pop all of my pieces now onto here and just lay those up as you normally would do with your decoupage. I haven't popped any foam on my section yet, because we're actually going to stick it to the front of your decoupage piece. It will all make sense shortly. Don't you worry.
We would never worry.
Your sort of medium-sized foam pads work great for this. And I'm just going to pop it on the very edge of this image, like so.
Oh, I see.
And then this will fit inside, and you want to just make sure that that is nice and level. It will be level with the base of your sheet, so you need to just make sure it's nice and lined up with the bottom and then lined up in the center, and your decoupage is ready to go. All we have to do then is add on our sentiments, so let's do that. I'm going to pop this really nice long one across the bottom that says "Sent with lots of love and festive cheer for a Christmas to remember." We're going to add in our little circle button topper at the top, so let me just get my circle foam pad for that one. Super easy. A little ho 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 at the top. Our
so
message, as Kelly said, a little message board which pops out of our aperture. We can just stick to the back with some foam pads. So you've got that to go on there. So let's just use our double-sided tape for that, because there's no sort of construction needed in that piece. So that fits just in line here. And then we've got another little sentiment which I'm also going to add on that says "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." So I'm just going to pop that on with a few little round foam pads. So let's just get those out of here, and then that is going to sit just at the very top of our little space for our message. But you can alternate those, you could keep some if you want to, and then you have your beautiful festive dioramas. And look how much detail and dimension we're getting in this. Every single design is completely different. You get 2 of each to be able to make up, and then you just fold it down like this, and it folds flat to go inside your envelope.
So nice.
Awesome, isn't it? And absolutely awesome.
There's a mix of as well of silver and gold foiling ones there, so that's perfect. And I like how, you know, you can, each design makes 2, so you can send one. And then I know what everyone's like when something they really like, you want to keep one for yourself.
You do want to keep one for yourself.
If it's too pretty, then you've got one for yourself as well. But that is one of the designs, and there's 8 in there, so that's £19.99 for the Festive Diorama concept card kit, which we absolutely love. But we know when you guys are crafting, we need all the essentials when you're crafting for Christmas, and we've got loads of things to show you. So
and all the essentials are great to have, because it means we can try and do different things with this.
Oh.
So we can get quite fancy with what we're making.
Are you just giving a little hint?
Quite possibly.
Oh, I like fancy. Okay. So, of course, you cannot go wrong with Snowfall acetate. So for those of you who have bought the Blockbuster, who have bought anything Christmassy, then Snowfall acetate, you've got to have this in your stash. So you can choose from, we've got 5 sheets, which is $4.99. We've got 16 sheets, which is $11.99. But the best one is the 24 sheets, which is £14.99. So we all love Snowfall acetate here. How nice. Oh, I'd quite like a little black top. And then we also have Miri essentials here. And look at all these Christmas colours.
Awesome,
so nice. There's coppers, and I'm pretty sure in the Blockbuster as well there is one of the designs that's made out of copper, isn't it?
Yeah, that gorgeous sort of like Christmas pheasant.
Oh yeah.
That's in that stunning copper foiling.
And so we've got like, obviously the colours you're going to want to expect, the greens and blues and nice pinks and purples. So in this pack you're going to get 30 sheets. 300, is it 220 GSM or 300? I can't think.
It's 220 in Miri, but it's got that gorgeous sort of laminate on it, which makes it a lot more stronger than you would expect from that weight. So perfect for constructing with as well.
And there's 2 sheets each of the 15 lovely festive colours. So if I was to go and walk over to our huge, enormous Blockbuster, you would see that these colours, they would just work with anything.
Absolute match made in heaven.
Oh, I love, like me and you.
Yeah.
Match made in heaven. So that's that for £14.99. We've also got some gemstones. So if you've not got any of your gemstones yet, we know we love gemstones here. It's just that very finishing touch to all the cards. So we've got our Precious Pearls Christmas bundle. So this should be $14.94, but you can grab it for £11.99. So that's amazing. You've got the reds, the greens, the blues, and the lovely golds there too. So that's perfect. So there's 120 pearl gemstones in that pack.
Woo.
Whew, I
A
know.
lot of pearls.
I know. And so if we was doing the Christmas Santa run, you could, you know, personalise our outfit with
We
some
could
pearls.
personalise our hats with our names on.
Oh, we could. Oh.
Just you wait, Kelly.
And so we've also got Snowfall Mirroring. I love this. It's my favourite ever. So 30 sheets in here, $17.99. So all those beautiful colours, I've got that lovely foiled snowfall on it. So in the white speckles, which is just so lovely. And again, all those beautiful colours. I really like it on the dark colours. It looks great. And if you know what's coming up this week, we've got some fabulous duo design pads.
Yeah.
You know, all these items will work amazingly.
They're just
all
a
together.
match made in heaven, aren't they, for any of your Christmas crafting?
Absolutely.
It's just a great time to stock up now while we've got it in stock, because things like this,
Oh yeah.
if they go out of stock, we can be in trouble sometimes, depending on how busy we are.
We can, because it takes, you know, quite a while to get them ready, to get everything manufactured for you guys. So get them while they're still here and in stock. But I don't know about you, but I'm intrigued about Natalie's next make.
Are you ready?
Yes.
So for this one, we're going to make more of a card with it. So I'm going to take out the sort of aperture background, because we're going to use that. And I'm also going to take out let's go with my long topper and the sort of like smaller one, which says to all the family. So I'm going to pop that one out, and then we can pop this to one side. I've got all of my elements ready to go, and then I'm going to take my back panel out. I'm bringing in two different items to work alongside this. One is that gorgeous A4 Snowfall mirroring, so we've got that, and then the other one is some of our beautiful foil cardstock that we had on the show yesterday. So to start off, we are just going to trim this background from here, so just with taking off those tabs, and it'll just be slightly under by 2, the sort of 6 mark. We're going to bring our acetate in, and we're going to cut that to 6 all the way across, and then I am going to do some mats, which is going to be fun. So we're going to pop that at 2. Might not have enough here to do this, so we need 2 panels that are 6. Let's see if we can do it. 2 that are 4, 2 that are 2, 2 that are 1.5, so that would be 3, so 7, and then 2 that are 1. So can it go to 9? Is it going to be just too short?
I would love to help, but
Let's see if we have another pattern we can use, because we need a full sheet probably. I was just trying to sneak it in on that one because I loved that design so much. I think these baubles might, oh, let's go. No, we need to use this one, don't we? So let's do this again. We'll try again. So you want it to be, do we say 9? I think that's right, isn't it? So we're going to do 2, 2, 1.5, and then 1 twice. So let's put that there, and we're going to trim that by 6. And let's bring in our scoreboard. So we're going to, you can do this with all of them as well, which I absolutely love, and it's just a great way of transforming all the decoupage layers into a different design. So we're scoring this, I'm going to score it on the back just for ease, at 2, at 4, at 5.5, at 7, and at 8. So your piece is 9 by 6, you score at 2, 4, 5.5, 7, and 8. And then we're just going to mount in and valley fold these little pieces, and that's going to create you like a little 3 layered stepper. So just make sure all of your folds are super, super burnished on there, and that is going to be the base of our card. So then with our acetate, we're just going to score this at 6. That will be slightly smaller on one side, but it's not going to be a problem when we come to make up this card. We'll just have to do a little bit of making sure that it is level. So this will hopefully, it definitely will fit into a 6x6. So let's start off by popping our card blank, our sort of card blank we've made from our acetate. We're going to stick our base layer onto here. So we're just going to use some red liner tape to do it again. However, if you want to sort of hide your workings on this one, again, you've got all of this extra little stash, so we might make a little panel just to hide our tape onto here as well. So on the very back, we're going to add our tape. So let's just pop that on there. So I'm going to just pop it at the very top and at the very bottom of this panel. So just trimming that in. The beauty of your red liner tape is that sometimes it sticks on and it's super, super clear. So it doesn't show the workings too bad with this. And then I'm going to line this up onto the very edge of my cardstock.
A few people have broken the no Christmas purchases.
No Christmas rule?
Yeah.
Have they already got it?
They've
Well,
been
you
shopping.
just can't help yourself.
Can't help it.
You can't help yourself when it's as good as it is this year.
And saying as well that you might need some more room. Imagine the office at the minute. We have been taken over. It's,
there is a lot
it's everywhere.
of stuff in this
If you wish
office
to
right
come
now.
in, you wouldn't find us. There's so much.
No, it's crazy. So this little panel is going to sit on here. I'm just going to cut it a little bit shorter because the panels that we have to go on the inside are slightly smaller anyway. These panels are just under sort of 5.5. So if I just line this up perfectly, then I can use that as like a little guide to just trim off the sides here, because it's just going to sit nicer on our background panel. So just making sure that's lined up and trimming that away. So this is going to go on the inside of our card. So we're going to build it up now as it states we should do in sort of like the inside of our decoupage with all of our different layers. So just pop in 2 lots of red liner tape on that. And I'm going to stick this on the back of my card, sort of in the center, but just going slightly onto the edge of that image there. And then we're going to fold this piece down. Let's just pop that out a little bit so we can add these layers on. So using your foam pads for this, and they are super, super handy when you've got your strips, because they just fit so much of the sort of spacing that we have on these panels. So your first layer is going to go straight onto your back panel. Let's just stick that on there. And then we have our little faces of our little mum and dad snowman. So let's pop that onto there. Our second panel, we're going to add on with foam pads just on the bottom, just to lift it up from our piece. So that is going to sit on here like so. It's going to give you a nice sort of look when it's all sort of opened out and you see all of the beauty that comes with this. So let's take our little faces.
It goes so well with the festive card. It looks so nice.
It works great with this, doesn't it? It just allows you to make different things with it too. And then our last piece is going to be, we're going to go straight onto here as well. So again, just another piece of foam pad for that panel, like so. And then that's going to fit across here. And then you've got your final piece of decoupage, which is the little basket with all the presents in. That's going to go on there. And then we're going to bring this across, line it up, and it's sort of halfway that this meets. So let's just add our tape to this front panel. Again, you're not going to see any of this because you do have the gorgeous sort of beauty that this liner tape is super, super clear. If you are worrying about it, you could add a little piece of ribbon. We're going to add the sentiment across the front, so that's going to be absolutely fine, but we're just going to stick that in place where it wants to go, like so. And then you can sort of open out those layers of your decoupage now. And it just looks so cute this way. I'm going to add on my sentiment before we forget. Let me get my smaller foam pad strips.
I like where you're saving a foam pad.
On my hand.
At the minute, yeah.
It's for my little button topper.
All right.
I'm going to put it on next. So that is going to fit across here and help hide that sort of where we've added on that panel. We're going to pop a little button topper over the front. So that's going to fit on here to all the family. And then on the back, you can add this panel in. And again, it's another way of just helping hide in all of your workings. We'll go in with red liner tape because we are sticking this to the acetate. And then you've got that gorgeous sort of stepper card.
Andrea has said, I think I might buy this as a gift to myself as it's my birthday today.
Oh,
yes.
You could use your birthday points.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wait for those to come through. But just look how cute it is. You've got all of those 3 layers on there. It's going to fit really nicely into your card blank as well. I think if I was going to do this again, I would have popped that back layer just a little bit further down because it's just a bit too high. So it's just out of sync a little bit, but maybe about 1/2 inch further down the back, and that would have lined up perfectly on there. But how cute is this design? And using it with those elements as well. It's so fun, fits into a 6x6. It's such a great way of using these decoupage elements that you get with this collection.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Love it. Lots of love for your card so far. Lots of love for this concept card collection.
It's so good. Al's
really
done
good.
such a great job of making this.
Yes. We'll have to tell him after the show actually.
We will.
Because he'll be interested to know what everyone's thought of this. But we're loving it. I think everybody else is too. So before we go, we've just got to say, because we're still not over it yet, are we? It's the Blockbuster. It's here. It's here to stay. If we just head over just to have a look at. Oh, sorry.
It's not working.
Oh, no. Well,
I have to spin the camera around.
Well, I can show you instead. But so if you've not seen it, or if you're watching today for the first time, if you've been busy or at work or anything like that, then our Christmas Blockbuster has launched. It's our most anticipated launch of the year. We worked so hard on this, and it's absolutely full of beautiful designs.
It's crazy, isn't it?
What's your favourite kit in this year?
I think I really like the classic kit this year, actually.
Oh, really?
I really normally am the contemporary kit, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous collection.
Yeah.
But I just think the artwork in the classic one this year is so perfect for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
We know some of our favourites already, and we've seen some of your favourites. That toppers seem to be going quickly.
Some toppers are going super fast, aren't they?
Yeah, and the little cat, the
cat,
dog.
yeah.
The little, which I've just been past it. There's is it a red herring? No.
Oh, the kingfisher.
The kingfisher.
The kingfisher. Yeah.
And of course the robin. Just beautiful classics. I mean, you see a robin, it's Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody loves a little robin. Of course, we've got just images that are perfect.
I mean, you can't have Christmas without a snowman, can you?
No.
Without a snowman, without a robin, without a Christmas tree, without Father Christmas. It would not be Christmas. So you've got all of those classics in there. And then you've got a lovely mix like this one here. I know. It's so cute. It's like a little one of the Christmas market shops, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And as well, it's all the patterns, it's all the work that's gone into the coordinating sheets that come with it. It's just super special.
I love this one. Super traditional,
love this
absolutely gorgeous. That one's really pretty.
And it's got textured foiling as well. I mean, if you guys have ordered that and you've got this at home, let us know which your favourite, or in the comments, just the ones that you like the look of.
That one's perfect for those family members who sort of are more religious and who love sort of like the true meaning of Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you've got Father Christmas, so perfect for the kids.
So I think last year we just launched our Diamond membership, hadn't we?
Yeah.
So this will be the second year that if you're a Diamond member, you can get this for a little bit cheaper.
£44.
I know. And I think there's something like 425 elements.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, across all of the 4 collections that you're going to get. Well, that's toppers, cardstock, elements, button toppers, ribbon borders, 400 elements across this kit.
It's crazy.
And we always say as well, as card makers on the team, that you can 100% make like a minimum of 3 cards with each topper set.
Oh yeah.
A minimum of 3 cards. So if you, and some of them, because Kat did this on her show on Sunday, she actually made 4 cards with 1 topper.
Did she?
She made 4 cards with 1 topper. So if you really are into stretching it out and you've got some of our other elements that we've got for you,
Oh yeah.
you can easily do that.
Look at those pretty baubles. I've gone past it now, but I did linger on it for a long time, the cat one.
The cat
Obviously.
one.
Obviously.
Everyone's favourite, the cat one.
I know yours will be the dog.
I love that poinsettia.
You know that's how we're different, isn't it?
It is how we're different.
I know. This is Lisa on my team. She loves the
Is that her
poinsettia.
favourite?
Yeah.
I
I'm
am
not sure if
very
it's her
sad
favourite,
that-
but she said she really, really likes this one.
I do like this one because I absolutely love this foiling.
Yeah.
And I think
Look at
the
that colour.
foliage that's been added to it is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And this one as well. This one's so fun.
It is.
I'd love to make a Christmas tree like that, but it would just be manic in my house.
I mean, look at that fancy border.
Look at that.
Oh, love it.
It's so fun. This one again is a gorgeous religious scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
All that tapestry detail. It's so on trend as well.
Snow globes.
Oh, I forgot
love
about
this,
this
little
one. This
I
one's
know.
so nice.
And it's got the very special holographic foiling. So you'll know if you've got the the Blockbuster before, there's often a few speciality toppers that
my
can be different
goodness.
coloured foils. We've got decoupage layers, we've got a bit of textured foils. So we've just put a little hints of something
Little
extra.
hints.
Just a little throughout there.
Very, very sweet.
Dog.
I'm sad it's not a chocolate Labrador. I will be protesting this next year.
You can't always have what you want.
But
Dan
super, super sweet,
loves
isn't
this
it?
one, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Loves it.
it's really cute.
This one. Beautiful. Again with the very cute little bears. So now obviously we're into the cute festive friends. Look at those.
Oh, absolutely adorable. Again, that one's one that you look at a topper set and you think, I can only make 1 card here, but you absolutely can make more than 1 card because we can be using our cardstock as our base layer.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do like that one. Reminds me of the children's book We're Going on a Bear Hunt,
Oh yeah.
because they're all sort of like walking behind Father Christmas in the snow.
Cuddly little teddy bears. Who doesn't love a little teddy bear? Especially all spruced up.
Winter
so-
anniversaries, that's going to be perfect, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, cute.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
adorable.
Cute's usually always my favourite. And I'm not sure this year.
No,
I
I'm
don't
sticking with
know.
classic.
Are you sticking with classic?
Yeah.
So that is all the toppers there, and then
I
I
believe we've just been
think
through all of that.
we're on. Look at everything over there.
I see the
Amazing.
magazine sneaking in the middle there as well.
Oh yes.
Because you're going to get that included.
Of course. So yep, you're going to get that, and then that beautiful topper that we just saw before is on the front cover with that lovely stylised Christmas tree. I won't flick through that. I'll leave that as a surprise if you get
Yeah.
that.
It's just jam-packed full. What I love about this as well, did you know that this year we've actually got extra toppers inside your magazine?
Oh, I do know
Yeah, so you've got like
this.
little topper tiles inside
Yes.
your magazines, and then on the
There we
reverse
go.
you've got beautiful papers.
Yep.
And in the magazine, Kat made 14 cards with these free papers.
Did she
And
really?
we gave her 1 set and said, we need you to make as many cards as you can, so that when you get this home, you know that you can make all the cards in there and you've got everything that you need. 14 cards.
I didn't know she did that. I don't
She's
know how
crazy,
you
isn't
guys are
she?
still going strong.
Neither do I. Some of us have had holidays. Some of us have got holidays coming up.
So when Christmas is over, you might not see the normal guys for maybe a week because they'll all
Yeah.
be off having a well-earned rest. But of course, that's our Blockbuster. That's going to be available throughout our Christmas period. But if you want a little bit more, the ultimate. Get the ultimate. So you'll also get all that. You'll get your inserts, you'll get your little book, which is there, and you'll also get some matching adorable scoreable for $77.89.
I think the ultimate is definitely the best way to do it if you are someone who makes to sell, because you've got everything there, haven't you? Absolutely everything.
So if anything's falling in your basket today, whether it's our Festive Diorama concept card kit, I'd love to know.
I know, let us know.
What else are we making today?
So I thought with Christmas, obviously we need Christmas cards, but then we have presents, and presents need tags, and you can use these festive dioramas and make tags from them as well. So we're going to do that. Again, we're going to do something a little bit different with this, and I am going to do it with the car one. Now I made one with the car that's going to be quite similar to this, but do you know when you make something, and we do this as crafters, you spend about an hour or a bit making something, and then you think to yourself, there is an easy way I could have done this. Why have I just spent all of this time doing this? I am so silly. And that often happens to me. And this is one of those things that happened in that way. So I'm going to take out my base layer and my top layer. We're also going to take out all of our elements here. So this one, you have your back piece, and then you have that middle section, and then you have the car that sits on that middle section as well. We're going to make it up a little bit differently because I want to have my acetate sort of in the front of this one. So we are going to take off the aperture. I'm going to bring my trimmer in, and I'm going to trim off the bottom section on the right hand side of both our top and our bottom panels. So let's just do that, and then I just want to measure that. I think it's just over half. So now what we are going to do is, this is where you get to see the workings of my brain.
Oh no, who wants to see that? Quick, everybody, look away.
Look away. So I'm going to bring in another piece of cardstock that works really nicely with this one. Again, it has that gorgeous foil that we used on that second card. It just works so well with the green. It's the perfect match. So for this, we are going to cut 2 panels, and let's just think how much I want them to be. So I'm going to go there, and then we're going to go to a half, and then another bit, and then we need to go to there. So you want these to be 2 over the 1.5. So I'm just going to cut that. I'm going to do that exactly the same again. So we have 2 panels which are exactly the same. Yeah, that's right. And then we need them to be the height of this panel. So that at 2 under the 6. Or should we add a little bit on for the base? Let's add a tiny bit on for the base because we need a little bit of a tab. So let's go, what were we going to do? 2 under the 6. So let's go for 2 over the 6. That's going to give us 1/4. So all this crazy maths you have to remember.
Lots of comments about people's favourite, and you know that I have to hear that the cat one is everyone's favourite.
The cat one is everyone's favourite, isn't it? It's just so cute though. I think it's the way it's just like wrapped up in those lights. It's just adorable. Who's not going to love that?
And the kingfisher is coming up quite high, and the robin. Oh, and the cow. Is Cat's favourite the cow?
Of course, Cat's favourite's the cow. Always the cow. See, Cat gets the cows. I need the Labradors.
Yeah, we've got our cat. Cat's got her cow, and then
I'm just missing my chocolate Labrador. There's always next year. So I'm going to layer up all of my pieces straight onto my panel here. So every single layer. I'm sure I've just dropped one. We'll find it in a minute. All of the layers are going to go on here. I'm going to get some big squares to fill this piece in and pop that on there like so. So I've got all of my layers ready to go. I'm going to fold this piece in, and I'm going to fold this piece over because that is going to attach to there like so. And then this piece here is going to be a little bit problematic, I think, because I've got that back panel on there. So let's just try, and I'm going to trim this piece off as well, just to save. So when I did it the first time, I made it double the thickness, but I'm changing it up this time, so we need it to sort of fit like this. So you have all of those pieces, but we're going to encapsulate it with a little bit of cardstock. Of course, you don't have to. If you don't want to, we can just stick that together and your tag is ready to go. You don't need any other extra elements, but because we like to here at Hunky Dory, we are going to add some little tabs on. So I'm just going to stick this onto there.
I can see Alan just out the door. I feel like I
Oh no.
Come on in.
He's coming in and he's going to say, you do realise that you're making this wrong, Natalie. He's like, Alan, I'm doing different things with it. So I'm going to pop that over there. And then of course this is going to be big because we aren't doing what it is meant to do. So let's just trim that off from there. And I've gone over it a little bit on this side, a little bit of wonky sticking on here. So I'm just going to trim that other piece off as well. I'm going to add my foam pad, my tape, sorry, just underneath here, like so. Ooh. And then we need to do just our little panels for the sides. So let's get our scoreboard out again for this one, and we are going to go, I might make them a little bit thinner, so I'm going to make them, I'm going to score first at 1/4, and then what we need to do is score at like 1/2 and 2 notches. So 1/2 add 2 is going to be 1, and then I'm just going to give myself another sort of 1/4 on there. I'm going to score it, but I am going to trim that as well. So let's do exactly the same. So 1, 1/4, and then 1. And then 1 1/4, and then we need to flip it over because I've just remembered that we also need to come just 2 under the 6 to give myself a little tab for the bottom. So let's just do that. I'm just going to go 1 under the 6, I think, because we'll see where that gets us to. And then I'm going to trim off that excess that we added on. So trim that off both sides. So once this is done, this panel is now 1 1/4. I'm going to just trim off these pieces here, and then you've got your panels ready to go. So just trimming those off again. Oops. Go a bit further on that side, and then we need our tape for the rest of this. So we are going to line our red tape on our side panels.
Oh, this is going to look very fancy.
I hope so.
Now you could put this on a present that you'd spent a lot of money on.
Yes,
or
I was thinking.
You could put it on a present that you'd not spent a lot of money on. So
and make it look even fancier.
Yeah.
You could put a little panel on the back as well and have sort of like a gift card.
Oh, what a good idea.
Or because it's it might fit on an A6 as well if you wanted to switch that in. So let's fold these tabs now. And I'm just going to fold the other one in. So I'm going to get the base layer first of all, because I'm going to stick this side down, these ones down first, and then sort of add my top to it. So I'm just going to go and take all my tape off, my relevant tabs, and then I'm going to stick this across the top like so, and then attach that to the bottom there.
Oh,
And we'll leave that top piece off. We'll do the other side again. So we're just making a top and bottom for it. This would allow you, the way that we're making it now, to add maybe some sequins, maybe some glitters, turn this into like a shaker as well. So I'm going to stick, come on, this second piece down.
I really like
And this bit just needs to go in this groove
the design of
behind here.
I like the little house in the background behind the car.
It's quite sweet, isn't it? It's like a little Christmas getaway. This is not going to be as easy, is it? Let me just try and get that piece under there. Nope.
And we mentioned before as well, with the kit you're going to get your envelopes, which is super handy. And also all the snowfall acetate is cut to size, so you don't even have to get that out on measure.
We don't need to get anything out here. If you just want to make it as is, with the way that the kit is designed, which is absolutely phenomenally beautiful, then you can do that. If you want to get a little bit more fancy, like I've shown you in the last two demos, then you can do that as well. So popping that on there, and then we can fold down this tab now. So let's just squeeze that in on that side, and then I'm going to do the same at the top. So let's just add our tape onto here. I knew we'd get there in the end.
Of course. We didn't doubt you.
I bet if I'd have measured this in centimetres, it would have been a lot easier though.
What was you doing it in?
I was doing it in inches, but sometimes it's just easier in centimetres, but you don't realise that until you've done it.
Yeah.
And then of course, because this is going to be a tag, we need a little hole for our ribbon. So let's switch this up because we're going to use some super thick ribbon. This tiny little hole punch is going to be a little bit too small for that. So pop our largest through there. I'm actually going to put 2 holes in. So one there and then another one there, just in this little groove section. Where is my ribbon gone? I had it before. Red ribbon. Sentiments.
Oh yeah.
Sentiments ready to go. Let's go for the Season's Greetings one on this. You could also still use your back panel, of course, so we're going to add that on. Foam pads. Here we go. Let's go in with our foam pads across the bottom, like so. Season's Greetings can go just on that bottom corner again, like we would do if we were making it up. And then I'm just going to make sure that that's stuck down a little bit better. We're going to add, nearly put the tape on the front then, add this onto the back so you can still write to Dad at Christmas, to Uncle Rob, whoever you want to make this card for. This tag to add to maybe it's a super cool present, or maybe, you know, it's just something little. You could probably as well, if you were super clever, make this to be the top of a box lid.
Oh yeah.
And do it as like a little gift box. There's so many cool ways in which you can do it. I'm just going to tie this in a nice little bow now. And then you could add this to a present. So let's just add our super fancy bow on. And we've got enough space on our tails to sort of add this to our little present now. But then there you are. Oh, wrong way around. Your little box that you've created by just adding in a couple of panels of your super cool cardstock, and then you've created a little tag.
How beautiful.
All filled in with that gorgeous decoupage.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much.
It's awesome, isn't it? Such a cool collection. So much you can do with it.
So you'll have seen today, if you've been with us from the start, Natalie's made 3 amazing makes. We've got one made exactly how the kit is intended, which is phenomenal in its own right. And then if you want to experiment a little bit doing something different, you can make little stepper cards or you can make a gift tag. So it's super versatile and it's just perfect for special makes at Christmas. So grab this on the website, it's £19.99. As soon as you go there on the homepage, you can click through and you can just add that to your basket. And that's it from us for today. But of course, if you know the score, we are here every day this week. And Pauline is at Hobby Maker today.
She is.
She is there at 1, 3 and 5 and she's got a lot going on today.
She's got 2 brand new launches.
Pattern packs, Moonstone, a cracking Christmas dies, and of course this festive diorama kit as well she'll be showing again.
Can't wait to see what Pauline does with it.
Oh yeah. So it's so nice to see what everyone else does as well. And then we will be back, I believe it's Natalie in the morning. Yes, Nat and Kat will be with you from 10 o'clock with some beautiful Duo Design paper pads. But thank you so much for watching and we've enjoyed the show and happy Christmas crafting. And we'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Goodbye.